Welcome back to the Voltman channel, and in this video we will be installing a dash cam. I know it took a while for this video to come out because I was waiting for the film to be installed first. As you see in my previous video, I have installed 3M CR70 films, and that has completely finished his curing time. Now it's the time where I'll be installing this dash cam. I have selected 70 mice M200 series, which comes with the StarVis sensor. It's a Sony StarVis sensor, which is really good for night driving, and it is able to see your number plates clearly compared to the other version. It also has one more version, M300 I guess, which is a 2K variant. This is 1080p variant, but that does not have the Sony StarVis 2 sensor. So I went with this one, and I got it around 3800 or something like that. So let's see what are the things we get in this box. Okay, inside the box, first we are greeted with two electrostatic films. One you can keep it as a backup, and you can use it. A user manual, and that has all the instructions, how you can install and configure booklet. And I'll keep this aside. And in this area we have the soft wire cables. So it's USB A to USB C, so that's there. And in this section we have the camera itself, and it's 70 my branding. It also had a lens protector. I have removed it, and I have did a basic configuration and configured it from my app before verifying the product whether it's working or not. So that is done from my side. And one more thing is, I think it's the 12-volt charger. Yeah, that's the 12-volt charger. This will easily can be installed over here. Yeah. There it goes. It's not good, but does the job. But sooner I'll try to remove this, and I'll try to convert this USB-C to USB-A, or directly get a cable, a lengthy cable from USB-A to USB-C to add this. But anyway, you can use this for now. First step is we will be installing this electrostatic film in the windshield, and we will be mounting the dash cam in top of this location. As you can see, there is a marking over here. We'll just put it over here. That's how we're going to install. So let's install this now. Being better on the windshield, so I'll be removing this IRVM. You just need to push it backwards to remove. Yeah, there you go. That's how you remove it. It's just sliding mechanism. You can easily put it back. So I'll keep it aside, and I'll be installing it. I placed the sticker a little bit towards the right, so this gets here. The front part is in the center. The camera is in the center of the windshield, so I'm gonna place something like here. Let's remove the adhesive. I have easily pasted it here. We can adjust this later on, but for now let's check the connections. Connected the wires to check if the orientation is exactly in the center, so I can see both the end of my bonnet. Let's check that. Let's go to the app and see if it's properly configured. So as you can see here, the orientation is correct, and I can easily see both end of my bonnet. So that's the high beam, so that is looking good. Installed back the IRVM, and as you can see, there is no issue with the dash cam and the IRVM, so they have in their good place. So I can easily adjust my meter without any issues. Wait again to route the wires, and my plan is to route this from the top, tuck it all the way from here. Let me remove the fast tag, so I'll put it later. Keep it here. So I'll go all the way here and come this way and tuck it here and bring all the way to the down and somehow go it here. So that's what I'm gonna do. I forgot to show you, there is one more tool here which you can easily, tuck your wires. So that's what I'm gonna use to tuck this wire. Started tucking this way, turn this here and kept it in the center so that it does not look ugly. So it will be hidden in the back side of the IRVMs, and I'll keep tucking it like this, and from here I'll go down. Let me finish the top portion. Finish the top. I have turned it over here, so I'm turning it here. The rubber gasket needs to be removed. It can be put back later because I have a plan to route it from here and bring it all the way down. So I'll remove this. So the rubber is removed. Now I will route it here till the bottom, and I'll close the gasket like that. You can see closely, I'm not putting the wire inside, I'm just putting it inside the gasket so it does not interfere with the airbags. So I'm just placing it outside. I don't want it to go inside, so if there is an impact, it should not disturb the airbag. So I'm just placing outside the gasket and bringing it down. Okay, this goes from here, and you can tuck it in the bottom like that. And from here I'm gonna route this through this panel. And I will go and put a wire tag, and I plan to do this, and the balance wire which I have, I'll put a wire tag, and I'll put it inside. This is open because there is OBD running, so once the OBD is installed, it does not close properly. That's why this is like this. Ignore that. So let me get the wire tags. When I went down to tie my wires, this is what I saw. There is one more OBD port which is just lying like that. I don't know what Tata is doing. They should have at least tied it or mounted it somewhere. I don't know why this is lying here. The quality issues. This screw, the plastic screw, should be tightened on top of this mat, and they have not aligned, and they just kept it like this. I don't know what the QA team is doing. Call Tata's QA team. They need to improve. You cannot leave the wire like that. You cannot keep this like that. This is really bad for a brand new car. I'll try to tuck this inside. Where's the tucker? And then I'll try to route this here. And then the extra wires, I'll just zip tie it and securely place it in the back. Securely place this wire tag here, and the wire is also securely placed, so we can close this lid. Also securely placed the second OBD port here so it does not rattle, and Tata should fix this, and we are doing it. That's really strange. Okay, so wiring is done. I have neatly tuck all the wires from here, came it here, and within the gasket I brought all the way into the bottom, and from the bottom I able to route it from here, and I did a wire tag and I have easily placed the wire below. And now let's install the IRVM, just like that. Just slide it in and that should be in its place. So, and that's it guys. So I'll also post some good night shots video, and I'll also give you a review about this current dash cam that I have installed. You can install any dash cam based on your preference. I just went with the single channel for now. Maybe in future if I want to upgrade, I'll do it for dual channel, but for 3500 3800, this is going to be a value for money dash cam, and it's a very good quality. So I'll put some shots in the next video. Box, you also get an additional adhesive, a double tape, and also an electrostatic film, just in case if you are planning to install a film, and if you already installed it and you want to remove it and install it again, or you want to reinstall your sun films. So an extra adhesive and extra electrostatic film is handy. So that's it on this video guys. I hope you liked it, and you can also easily install your dash cam without needing anybody help. So it's really nice. If you find this video helpful, subscribe for more updates and upcoming videos. See you in the next one guys. Take care. Bye bye.